Good. Okay, morning gentlemen. This is the T3000. It's the newest addition to the fire service in Nassau. You got an old number one, what was the same generation as this, so the structural panel is the same as that. All those who don't remember how to operate, we can go over that slowly. And the difference is with this one is this one has a dry chemical powder system as well. If you look at the controls, it's basically simple. I mean, in the same controls we went over in training. So you operate your dry chemical discharge, and then you operate your nitro switch. Only thing different with this truck is the whitey valve on this is constantly charged because the tank is constantly open. That's how they set it up. Rather than you have to go up there and open the tank like the old trucks. So I tape it off so fellas don't come in and play with it. Once you hit that, you charge your whole system. Another thing with this is this reel have a lock on it. Fellas come right here playing with this and lock this, and you be right there trying to pull it out and can't pull it out and you understand what's going on. So what we do, just leave this free. So when you pull it, you'll be ready to go. This is just the cabin with the foam mechanism. If you want to go over that, you can make sure that is operating. The regular structural panel, like I say, depends on what you want. You want water or you want foam? You come here and activate which one you want. Now this truck is also, remember like number one, it has two pumps in it. You got a foam pump and you got a water pump. Let me get around the next side and show you the foam pump. Regular discharges, the throttle control, gauges, panel on switch.
Question with regards to the water and foam selection. You take the same step as old truck one. You bring it to the center first, rather than just slump it straight across.
Right. Okay. So, but just like what you're saying, what is the next process? The same thing what you do. If you're gonna pump water, you activate the pump for the water side, and then you throttle up, right? So if you want to get the foam, throttle back down, come to the center, and then go to the foam side, and then activate that. This is the whole system. So you ain't want to damage nothing. That's one of the things that you have to remember, when you're getting excited. So, any other questions on this? Also remember the emergency shutdown. So we can go over this. I can show you the actual. Well, this is the electronic part of it. I can show you the actual manual part of it. Okay.
What's the show fellas that? Don't forget that.
Yeah.
What's the show fellas that?
Okay. All right. The pilot valve. Everybody remember how the pilot valve operates. Pilot relief valve.
I don't remember.
Okay. In firefighting, if your truck is at max and you get maximum pressure, and your guys are asking for more pressure, the engine can't do no more, the pump can't do no more. The pilot relief valve gives you an extra. Anybody remember?
Pressure?
An extra 70 psi.
Question. This old truck. What's the maximum PSI? Maximum PSI.
Alright, a lot of them set at, the maximum is 300. But we have them set, well the factory have them set at 240. But these ones,
240, right?
yeah. But these ones is 230 plus or minus 5, so you get 225 for the bottom end. So you could get an extra 70 psi, which might not seem like a lot, but it give you a little bit of boost. Okay? How you do that is, like I said, the truck at max, you watch your gauges. So if your max at say 200 psi, you pump it. And when you engage this, you take it up, it go up to 300. Guys getting what they want. When they finish, you replenish the truck with water. Same thing what you did to take it up, that's the same thing you do to bring it back down. Take it back up to the max that the truck could do. And then as you start to turn this, you'll see a gauge come back to where whatever you want it set at. I mean, we'll be the factory.
So before getting your extra 70 psi from the truck, do you need the truck got to go back down to normal idle? So it's okay once it up in high idle.
Once you get water,
yeah,
and you pump it, you could take it up the way you want it. Now, one of the things what they try and tell you all with that too is this got to off and on switch. With the on switch, that means that the system is activated. When you put the off switch, what that means? It is deactivated.
You're talking about the thingum, right?
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Pilot really fast. So you're getting the full 300. So also remember, some people come in and just do the switch like this. If the switch on, the truck will control itself at the 240. If the switch off, truck go up to 300. You might not even feel it. You know what I mean? But you'll see the gauges doing something different. So that's why we try to leave this on. If you notice some of the trucks have a little lock here, make sure fellas don't play with it. So that's the purpose of that.
So, question. When you readjusting them back down to the normal RPM, roof drum still plays a role in that, right?
Yeah, you gotta get the max of the truck. The roof drum is the biggest discharge. So we usually want to use that.
And the highest point.
High flow.
You gotta go to the highest point to high flow.
Anybody remember what the roof drum special trick? High flow.
750.
750. Right. Also remember these two. If you come a little bit close, you can see two valves here. This one is the shut off. This big, supposed to be 5-inch
Suction.
suction. This one here is the shut off the tank valve. Now, if you notice, they're a little different because they got a little lock in it. So sometimes you might come here trying to push it and can't push it. See the lock here? You squeeze the lock, and then you could do what you need to do. But remember now, this is a trick with valves. How do you know when a valve is open or closed? You can't see it. How do you know?
In the
Flow water. Flow water.
Right.
In coordinates with the tank.
Right. If you see the handle in the direction of the pipe, then that means it open. When you see it next to it, that means it closed. Yeah. These are digital gauges. You checking your water and your foam level.
Yeah, they working.
Yeah, they work.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, next question. You talk about the 5-inch hose. Whenever we go see if these trucks will drive.
Oh, he said a sound drop.
Well, yeah, they didn't put that capability in this.
Yeah, the sound drop.
Yeah.
So that's like a 5-inch.
Yeah. Well, you all noticed something. I don't know if you all noticed something that just happened recently for the past 2 weeks or so.
Low pressure?
No. After you all reported that after Beneby is the first one I know said it. After the hydrants, you all realized, you all were the ones who realized the hydrants wasn't working. Mm-hmm. So what they do is now they just swapped out. Most of them said like where you all talk about y'all's use first. Mm-hmm. And they basically doing all the hydrants on the airport. They putting brand new ones in. If you drive it, you'd see it.
Okay. Same locations? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was saying, right? It should been going on for a long time because I had a conversation with Clark about that.
Yeah. So now
it's good they fixing it.
So you gotta understand the importance.
I did that.
Now I understand the importance of firefighters. They don't even tell you that. But if you telling me you run a multi-million-dollar operation, I ain't gonna water to fight fire with y'all, and then they at fault, they can never be at fault. So once y'all say it, what does do? Do it. This is the pump, the water pump for the system. This is the dryer system for the truck. Anybody know the purpose of the dryer system? I mean, it basically is what it does what it say.
But take moisture.
Keep the water from away from the
Air system, right? Why? Why would you want the water in the air system? 2 reasons.
water and air don't go.
The air supply
All
breaks.
the air have water in it.
Moisture.
Right. So what you want to do, air dryer system. You want to try and pull out all the moisture. Why? Because once water stay in your system, and most of these valves air operated, so you get rust in your system. Because they sit there for a while. That's water sitting inside there where it's supposed to be there. You rust up the system. So this is supposed to help dry the air as it come through to kind of prolong and help you with the operation.
We'll take rid of salt too.
We ain't got nothing for that. This looking inside here is the oil pump mechanism with the mini transmission with connected to the engine. That is also the transmission dipstick up inside there.
All the way back there. Where's that red box in there?
That's like a mini transmission for the pump. What happens is this is connected to the engine. So there's a drive shaft just like this that runs from the next side of that runs into the engine.
It's like a gearbox
It's up
thing.
here. The shaft comes in, hit the box, and then another shaft comes out at the bottom. It was like a little transmission, like transfer case.
Okay.
So at what RPM can I pump? So this truck, you tell me I can pump doing the
Meaning gauge the pump.
yeah.
Still
Remember,
1,000.
in the training manual, they talk same shit what you talking.
Yeah, they say don't engage the
They ain't
pump.
doing that. This is a whole truck.
Yeah, they
He's
say
starting from this is
Yeah.
idle at anybody remember?
1,500, 100,000,
No, 650.
650.
Yeah,
Alright.
650 RPM.
Right.
So we getting down to 650.
Uh-huh.
You could engage at 1,000. I say
Yeah,
you
they say
can't.
don't engage.
But we ain't, right.
No, they say you could engage. That's what the
coulda
manual
engaged,
say.
But we ain't doing that.
Yeah, I'm saying
Because we
the manual
old
say.
now, right?
That's new. That,
I'm a damage.
that first truck he had was new.
Check sure he's
You
okay.
want to frick that truck up?
Right.
They probably is over 1,000.
We taking it easy. That boy panic. And what he do is after he see the other, what happened is, and we could try it. So y'all can know. Y'all can tell me when. From being an experience, I don't know if to say if I was a firefighter or not, but anyhow. Being an experienced person who used to wake over here, you're supposed to know when your truck empty. Anybody can tell me what the first sign is?
Sound
Sound.
change.
Sometimes you
Sound.
can be watching your
Yeah, you just hear the sound.
engine. Yeah,
So just before it empty, the engine gives you a
Start
indicator sheet start to rev.
Anybody tell me what the next sound is?
You see the lobs in there.
We ain't never gone that far.
All right. When the tank actually empty, you could actually hear the tank go boom. Remember the
Sucking
tank swell?
it. It's sucking air. Okay, all
You hear
right.
the
I got
tank go
you.
boom.
Yeah.
So you hear the engine, and then you hear boom. If you don't shut it down with the engine, do that, then you hear a little, because the tank's sucking now. So that's just two sounds from, after a while, I guess.
So what
Experience.
do you do? He disengaged the pump.
Yeah, he panicked.
Slow it down.
And he
No,
just,
that's the right
Oh,
thing
you
to
say
do.
what did it?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
they did.
he panicked. I think he shut it down, and then
Oh.
engaged it again.
He never break the RPM down.
Right.
That's
So
the
when he
problem
shut it
right
down,
there.
it's good.
Yeah.
When you engage again at such
Yeah.
a high RPM, what happens?
Wow.
Okay, because what happened in the system is you got a clutch. That's like a standard shift.
Oh.
What is happening when you're driving a standard shift and you let up the clutch fast? You
Gee.
burn tires, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't burn tires, something could break.
Yeah.
So the same thing happened in the truck. When you engage at high RPM, it's not. Right.
She tried.
Snap it.
Lock it and base it.
Yeah, the
Brown.
clutch was working good, so the clutch catch it. And when it catch it, the weakest part, so you got the engine going fast, this here stop, and the engine going fast. Whatever in the middle there was supposed to hold,
The shaft.
that twist.
Yeah.
So that's what caused it.
Which truck that was?
I'm trucking here now.
Oh, it's a long time.
I gone to one family island.
Oh,
I know
okay.
what happened on
That truck gone.
the one gone. Yeah, but that happened on one truck. This is the battery box too. We can go into that system, but on the older truck, they have a do-back system. Anybody remember what that is? Anybody remember when we used to tell you, when you go in the truck, start up, take it up there, tell you see the gauge go to 28 and then bounce back?
That's a charging thing, I'm right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, with these trucks, because it is an old version, they do some changing on it, but the truck starts on 24 volts. Like a regular car start on 12. The truck starts on 24 volts. Now, what happens is when it starts, one of the batteries kick out, and it only keep charging one of the batteries. Okay? So with the do-back system is, when you idle it up, when you throttle it up, the do-back system is actually kick in and then start charging the two batteries. So when the truck running, you'll have two batteries charged. I don't know if you all remember the day when sometimes you used to start the truck, run it, and then all of a sudden when you shut it off, it don't start no more. Because only one of the batteries was getting charged. So
That's in the old number one, right?
yeah, this had the same system too, but they eliminate that system.
Okay.
And then this the charging back here. Well, actually, when you push in the plug, you charge. You would watch, just like how you do the other ones, you would watch the gauge. That's what this is here. So you can watch the gauge with the batteries charging. That's how it works.
So you said it start on a 24 system.
No, this used to start on 24 system. But they changed the system. It start on 12. Go ahead.
Before you move on, you still didn't answer my question. Have you taken the truck to drive?
The truck can't drive.
Can't drive.
I ain't going with this truck. I said these truck.
Oh.
Y'all don't have no area to drive.
That'll be on here.
Can't go to the water supply.
Yeah, listen to me. This on video now. I ain't comment on nothing. You did already.
I asked you a simple
Charlie.
question, boy.
Charlie, that's a mechanism that the trucks was put in place, that was put in the trucks for us to be able to fight fires better, right? Which in drafting is going to open water supply or supply a reservoir and sucking water into the truck. We don't have no reservoir to go to. Only thing we can do is go to the sea.
Why we don't have a reservoir? I can put that on video. Why we don't have one?
We have one,
Oh.
and we don't have access to it. We got to
Why?
get special permission. to
That's
get
some
access.
shit, eh?
You got a good lawyer? Because what they say in the statement.
So that's why I tell you, we got to get special permission, because I went in the back there the other day and everything fenced off. So
Yeah.
I
The
don't know
open
what
water
you do.
supply fence off?
Yeah, for a long time. You haven't been around here.
Take off fire ground.
You could get access to it, but you can be on
Go then.
the east side of it, and then that ground ain't too stable, so
Yeah.
you won't go there.
Oh, okay.
That ain't making sense. All right, but this truck too, different from number 4 would be this truck's one.
Got a slight turn in the wheel.
Yeah, this have like what they call a rear stand system. Because of the size of the truck, it allows the wheels to kind of rotate in.
Number 4 trucking like that.
It depends on no.
Ford
Ford
drive.
system, right. So what happens with this is sometimes when you drive it, you can see the wheels go in. You might think something wrong with the truck, but that's actually how the suspension is designed to give you more maneuverability. Because with this truck, the rollover ability on this truck is high, meaning that I can basically show you how it works. This truck here have a 6 foot, what they call off center. And I can explain it to you. This one have 4 foot. This is the truck now standing by itself regularly. If you turn the truck and you turn 6 feet this way, they say there's a possibility the truck could roll over. Okay? So that's why they have what they call a lateral alarm inside them. Which this one don't have one.
No,
this
the
one
one
doesn't have
don't.
one. Number 4 have it. So we'd have to put that system in it. But this truck, they saying if you go 4 feet, this one, meaning that once the truck lays 4 feet, it's a possibility the truck to split over. Because now you've gone off your center of gravity. Your center of gravity is in the truck stationary like this. As you turn it, that's why whoever's driving this truck, you need to be in control.
So 4 feet, even what degree?
They say 4 feet on this. I can't remember. It's only like 40 degrees off center. So you can, I'd have to get it exact.
6 feet.
For this one.
This one, the possibility with the 4 feet is more greater.
Yeah.
That was the 6
Higher or
Think
lower?
about you standing just like this. If you lay into this, what happen? I ain't moving yet. But if I go a little bit more, what happen?
Yeah, you
I can
fall.
topple over.
Higher or lower with water capacity?
Well, actually, this one is what they call higher. I use higher. Yes.
The wrist is high.
The wrist is higher. Now, with this too, everybody knows what water does.
move.
Right. So if you, and this even makes it worse. If you drive in your truck and your truck ain't full, and you making a quick turn, you know you turn it. So what the water doing?
Swing.
So sometimes you could do like this. You could go probably 5, and then the water take you the extra 1, move on.
So with this, the rest of the car is being full ready for pop and crack.
Right. That's what they recommend.
That's still right.
So just matter of just taking it easy, not freaking out, thinking that sometimes you get tunnel vision. That's why I suggest it to them. And whoever you put on this truck, make sure they don't go on those trucks, on the 2 and 3, because they're smaller. So you might think you're driving the same vehicle.
What do you suggest? That one person drive the truck all the time?
No,
So you
no.
have 1 set of people drive this truck.
No, man. Supposed to have one set of people.
Yeah, I mean, everybody should get to know how.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I only suggested why, because you don't want tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You might think you're driving this truck, and you on this, so the same turn you make, you can feel the difference, right?
Yeah, you can feel it. You gotta turn wide.
Some people, maybe not on this ship, but you have some speed demons on this job.
Yeah, we ain't got no speed demons on the ship.
And I don't about just get excited. You go right out there, pull out in front of you, and you ain't gonna do any quick turn in this and you're in trouble.
Okay,
You don't do quick turns in this.
Well, I guess that could be a shift practice.
It's up to you. This is the engine compartment. Everybody know what the engine look like. You don't go in the engine compartment. Let's try. Emergency shutdown, yeah. Charlie Floyd supposed to be on the interview for the deputy chief. He trying to cause me get
Eliminated.
counted out, yes. Same regular Detroit 92 series. How much cylinder? 8 cylinder. I was trying to remember horsepower. I don't want to give you a wrong figure.
I can power my house with this.
Not this.
What?
The whole neighborhood.
Yeah, man. So same basic system. This here is the clutch mechanism and the wing box for this water pump here. And on the next side is the one for the foam system. Okay, I'll show you all that one. We don't go up on top, or y'all straight.
Straight with the
Yeah,
top. Yeah, we straight with the top.
Now, like they were saying, this is the manual shut off. So you hit the button, truck don't shut off. Come here and pull it. Why? What would be the reason that we would need to hit that?
Protect the engine.
Right. Detroit diesels. Go ahead, who's it?
So the truck, the engine run away from you.
Detroit diesel are famous for this thing what we call runaway. What is runaway? The truck idles high, and no matter what you do,
Ain't
it
coming
doesn't
down.
come down. Now, it is not a direct science that if you hit that switch, the truck is going to shut off. But that's what they put it there for. You can go deeper in the diesel, but I explain it to you later. We ain't got to.
There's no setup for that, right? No reset. There's no reset once you do that.
Yeah,
automatically.
Yeah.
So what's the
we know how to reset.
What's the course of action if you lose it from the panel and don't wait? You come here, pull that and it still don't wait.
Then
Just leave it.
no.
How you think we do that?
That's what they call an ass, the elbow.
Stop it.
The truck have a vacuum system when she sat there.
They call the ass, the elbow
Stick clock.
mechanism. You know what the ass, the elbow mechanism is?
Yeah, run. Run. Run.
Regular back, regular radiator in the back.
But no,
Reverse
Hey,
light
Gay,
charging system.
but Sissy, that is a good question because
Remember the charging system.
just if you do all of those steps and nothing happens. I remember the other day one guy said y'all disconnect the fuel line. Some of that because in a lot of truck not to start. Would that help?
Well, what? All right, this what happens with Detroit diesel. Because the engine is such a high-powered engine, the engine has a mind of its own. You can control it to a certain extent, just like L.P.I.A say. Say it started to run away, start to breathe a pipe, and stay up there. You shut the fuel system off, you think the truck shut off. The truck will start burning oil, start sucking the oil from the base fan and keep itself running.
Really?
Yeah. So sometimes you kill the air, and that's why they say the most effective part is kill the air, and that's what that switch does. Once you kill the air, you can't breathe. Sometimes they say that shut it off.
All right, so
It works pretty good. So,
the shut off valve by the control panel that work the same way.
yeah, that is actually connected to that one.
Okay, oh good. All right.
That's first step.
Electronic part of
Yeah.
That'll be the first step.
That'll be the first step. 'Cause I ain't coming in the back in this engine can only that. Yeah, I ain't coming in the back.
Open it up and pull it in.
Yeah. I think it's something gonna blow.
Well,
That's what I
that's why
think.
I said, if that don't work,
Yeah.
far away from the truck as possible. Ain't
What?
nothing else you can do.
You think I coming in the back of the open? You think I coming in the back of the open panel and that can on like that? You gotta be crazy. Oh,
You
yeah,
should be
man.
used to that. It's the same thing like when you pump and you put the truck in idle.
Yeah, that's why you can give me like a press that one right there.
Fair less money firefighter.
Fair less.
Building.
Fair makes you a better firefighter, dog.
Huh?
Fair makes you a better firefighter.
Okay.
There's a foam bump on the side.
I hear that.
Sometimes when you start the truck, you hear that ticking sound. That's because the flap up there ain't balanced.
La 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 la. Yeah.
All these are just part of the thing.
So on this truck, we ain't gotta get no pipe like one time, sometime, you know, the old number one, when you engage the foam, you gotta get one piece of pipe and help push it.
Well, that's a manual way of engaging the pump. This have to do.
I see it. That's-
Yeah. You wouldn't have to do that, but I mean, if you lose air pressure and you can't get engagement, every firefighter is supposed to know how to do that. You all know what the guy talking about, right?
Nope.
I didn't get a question.
I know.
Let's go back around that side.
Yeah, let's continue and then we go straight around.
All right. This is fuel tank.
How many gallons?
Yeah, just gonna ask me next.
85, right?
Mark right on it. Let's make sure.
86 gallon.
Clyde.
Yes.
Not in writing or not in letters, because you know some people get that mixed up, can't pronounce it.
Wait if you draw low blow. But there you go. Right here again. If you all want to, I mean, this is the mechanical part of it. This is actually the brain of the truck. So this is actually the brain of the truck. Looks simple, but this is what they call like a manual air computerized system. Each one of these valves control different ports on the truck that air goes through. So say you open up the bumper turn, one of these valves would open up and allow the air to go through.
One of these, so we don't know what one of these them is.
That's why I say this like the brain. That's like doing
Like a mom.
neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
I have a list. I have a chart of it.
Yeah.
But it
Color coded.
Yeah, neurosurgery. Okay.
There you go, Doc.
Right. So you don't want to come
It's the
inside.
same
here.
part like the old number one. Where's it? They have the red.
Yeah. The shut off valve they put there.
Turn up.
This one no have it. This have the electronic control here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, one number
But
one.
that's the
they put
same.
there.
You remember? That's the same. Yeah. So what happens is with that same valve that you're talking about is when you do that, you actually activate everything. Yeah. So that's what that's for. All these is just cabin. You're not inside them. Just regular hose. So drivers, if you all want to know, we could go over that system and I can explain to you all how that works. If you all want to. But you know, necessity for that. But when you see the engineering that goes into these vehicles, it'll baffle your mind to see what man was capable of doing. Okay. So that's it. Regular bumper turn, roof turn, all the spotlights. Go inside on the side, Tommy, so I can go on the side. well, guys. Tell me that when I'm going for you.
Tell me driving, man.
Go ahead.
I am first. You say yours right.
Oh, gee.
He done beat you to it.
That's fine, that's fine.
Alright. Search small talk.
Turn the heck
There
do
you
one, man. Turn the shit in the heck do
I
one.
gotta
Turn
turn the
the
truck on.
small.
Then. I gotta turn the truck on. You want it on?
air conditioner on here. No air in the place.
Ready?
Yes, we are.
What behind them?
The air condition?
Welcome aboard, and I can't pull you up.
All right.
I was gotta turn the switch on.
Thank God for air conditioning.
In my head.
All right. Remember now, this truck, just like number one, the only difference is now we got electronic control. So, if you want water, provided a bumper turn or a roof turn. Now look at the controls with I touch it. Bumper turn, roof turn. See how it's set up? In another truck, this would be the bumper turn, this would be the roof turn. So you have to remember how they set up. Okay? First thing would be water, what we can do? Activate the water. Activate the valve. Then you can go ahead and control which one you want. Okay? This would send power out to the system so you can control it whatever way you want.
Hold on, gang. All right. The other trucks on there always tell us open the valve first,
Open
then
the
doing
valve.
this thing up.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you saying in this do the same procedure or
Open the valve.
do the
You're correct. Open the valve, then activate the pump.
right?
Right. Okay. And then you can activate the control, but you gotta turn the control on.
Okay.
On first.
Right.
You can turn the control on first. Whatever one you want to use, and you have to activate it, then you activate the pump.
Right.
Get it? This also have a high idle system in it. You look over there, you can see a high idle button. Right on that side over there.
High idle.
Keep looking.
The generator.
You want to do fast stuff like thinking over here. See that green light is?
Differential.
Look at
It's the
green
pump.
light.
Okay, the pump thing on.
Put the bottom
Structural
on the thing.
panel. Oh, press it down. Engine throttle.
Yeah. Once you do that, it goes into high idle.
Up when you running exterior lights and all that stuff, right?
No. That's for when you want more power.
When I pump it, so that this could work in Tinger mode,
Right.
like if I'm modulating.
Yeah, the crash mode, yeah.
Okay.
But remember, like I could use the throttle.
Right.
You use the throttle and gas it up too.
Uh-huh.
So say you sit right here.
Uh-huh.
But you want pump on the bumper drive, you want pressure.
Right.
You just activate the high idle and everything.
Okay. All right.
The same thing with the control is the speed. How fast you want the bumper turn to move. Oscillating. What degree you want the bumper turn to go at. You just want 30 degrees, you set it at 30 degrees and the bumper turn will only go 30 degrees. You go to 90 degrees, you set it at 90 and go back and forth.
Yeah,
Just up and down, sideways, and then the roof turn is just side, up and down. Now how do you know? If you have a fault in the system, you could activate this and make it manual. That means you'd have to put manual control lever inside here, which is in the back of the seat, and then you can manually control the roof turn in which direction you want it to go.
Same thing. Put it on air. Same as.
Yeah.
All right.
You have to put it on there and then manual control.
Okay.
Any other questions? That's it?
Oh, hold on. You gotta show them where the horn is.
Also remember, press the middle there with the horn. The horn usually supposed to be in the middle there. That is not where the horn is. The horn is down by the left foot. The first one is the light, the high wave, and the one over in the corner is the horn. Press it.
Way up high. Way up on the
These are all your light switch.
Here's the light switch. Yeah, you turn the master on.
All right,
and
you
then you
good?
turn the rest. Yeah, and then you hit the rest.
Good.
We good, but we don't need to go in
The
there.
horn and-
Feels good.
Like you can hear. Turn down for the truck, brother.
Hey, William, what do you think is you're talking about your bad, mate?